John looked out at the dark woods and shivered. For months, he'd heard rumors of a giant creature lurking in the trees, a monster with claws of fire and eyes that glowed in the night. He had always been too afraid to venture into the woods, but now he had no choice. The small village he lived in was in danger. For weeks, the people had heard strange noises coming from the woods, and now smoke was rising from the trees. John and the other villagers knew that something was wrong, and that they needed to get to the bottom of it. John and a group of brave villagers ventured into the woods, armed with torches and weapons. They searched for hours, but found nothing. As nightfall approached, the group decided to set up camp and keep watch. Suddenly, John heard a loud roar from the trees. He saw a huge shape moving towards them, and flames shooting from its eyes. The monster was enormous, at least 20 feet tall, and it seemed to be made of fire. The people ran in terror, but the monster was too fast. It lunged forward and grabbed one of the villagers with its giant claws. John grabbed a torch and ran towards the monster, trying to flames at it. He managed to hit its arm, but the monster kept coming. It grabbed another villager, and then another. John knew he had to do something. Desperate, he threw his torch at the monster's face. The creature screamed and released its grip on the villagers. It stumbled backwards, and then vanished into the night. John and the others watched in shock as the monster disappeared. They were relieved, but terrified by what they had seen. The villagers went back to their homes, but the fear of the monster lingered in the air. The next morning, the villagers gathered to discuss what had happened. They decided to build a wall around the village to protect themselves from the monster. The wall was made of stone and iron, and a watchtower was erected at the top. For the next few months, the villagers kept a close watch on the woods. They heard strange noises and saw strange lights, but they never saw the monster again. John never forgot the monster he had encountered in the woods. He still had nightmares about it, and he was always careful when he ventured outside the village. But the monster was gone for good, and the people of the village were safe.